3 weeks on from Giuseppe Farina's victory for Ferrari in Germany, it was generally expected that the World Championship would be wrapped up at the Swiss Grand Prix. Alberto Ascari only needed to finish in the top 5 to take the title. The race was held at Bremgarten, a large park on the outskirts of Bern. The 7.28-kilometer track did not have a real straight, but there was a series of high-speed slight curves, interspersed with 3 decidedly more demanding corners. Argentina's Juan Manuel Fangio set the pace in qualifying in the Maserati, taking pole with a 2-minute 40.1, 0.6 faster than Ascari in the Ferrari and 2.5 seconds ahead of Farina in the other 500. The 2 other Scuderia drivers were struggling a bit, and Luigi Villaressi and Mike Hawthorne would have to start from 6th and 7th, respectively, on the grid. Ascari was quickest off the line to take the lead, while Farina got it wrong and dropped several places with a slow-motion start. On lap 7, Ascari led from Fangio and Hawthorne, who had made up several places at the start, Onofre Marimor and Felice Bonetto in the Maseratis, while Farina was charging back up the order. On lap 8, Fangio began to experience gearbox problems and lost ground to the leader, to the extent that soon after, the team decided to bring in Bonetto and hand over his car to the Argentinian champion. By then, Farina had passed Marimor and Villaressi, and he was thus able to move up to 3rd place. On lap 29, Fangio waved the white flag with his engine smoking, while Ascari led from Farina. 3rd was Marimor, who, with a very dubious move, managed to get the wheels of his Maserati ahead of Hawthorne's Ferrari. On lap 39, the leaders' 500 began to experience fueling problems, which meant Ascari pitted to have it looked at. As usual, the Scuderia Ferrari mechanics did an excellent job, and the problem was soon fixed. Ascari rejoined in 4th place behind Farina, Marimor and Hawthorne, but 7 laps later, the engine on the 2nd Maserati also let go, leaving 3 Ferraris out front. Everything seemed to be going well. Ascari had the title in his pocket, and his pit board told the championship leader to slow the pace. However, Ascari, frustrated at having been slowed by a technical problem when leading, decided he wanted to win the title in grand style. And in the closing stages, he passed both Hawthorne and Farina, who took the checkered flag, 1 minute and 13 seconds behind. For Ascari, it was the apotheosis. The win, fastest lap, and most importantly, the world title, with 1 race remaining. It was the Italian's 13th win in Formula 1, all of them coming with Scuderia Ferrari. He was the first driver to retain his title, and at the time, no one had won as much as him in the blue-ribboned category. It was the 3rd win for an Italian driver in the 4 years the championship had been held. It would also be the last, at least to date. On returning home to Milan, Alberto Ascari got a hero's welcome. Italy celebrated, and Scuderia Ferrari had written another page of its amazing history.